Hey, welcome back everybody to another episode of the Harlem fucking Globetrotters. We are into our last 4 games as Paris Saint-Germain manager, and today we have the final of the Coupe de France against Nimes. But before we go into that, there are actually lots and lots of things we need to speak about. First of all, the big question, is the 100% season still on? You can see that we have won 35 out of 35 now. We have set all sorts of records. It is the most league wins in a season, beating the 30 that we actually managed to equal last season. The most points in a season, beating the 96 that we equaled last season. The most goals for in a season, beating last season's total of 114. We are just absolutely smashing it. Absolutely incredible. Apart from that, we also have some other records that have been going on. If we have a look at our tactics, Erling Haaland, if we just let this load in here, Erling Haaland has set a new record for most goals in a season, most Ligue 1 goals in a season for Paris Saint-Germain. He has beaten Zlatan Ibrahimovic's total of 38, which was set in 2015-16. You can see it's separated in 2 spells because he obviously started the season on loan, but he has now got, 26, 36, 43 goals in the league this season. He needs 2 more to break the all-time Ligue 1 record, which I think would have been set many, many decades ago. So 44 is the record. Just needs 2 to beat that in the last 3 league games of the season. Incredible season for Erling Haaland. I think we know. I think in Football Manager 22, there are certain strikers that have basically broken the game. Haaland, Ronaldo, they're kind of far too overpowered, far too difficult to stop. But we're not going to complain. He's been doing really, really well. And the other big news that we've got is that since you were last here, we've actually been making a lot of transfers for next season. So if we take a look at that as well, if we look at the ins, there are a few that are in the process of being confirmed or have been confirmed. First of all, we have confirmed the signing of Ibanez from Roma. Absolutely superb centre-back, 24 years old. This is one that's going to really set Paris Saint-Germain up for the next kind of 5, 6, 7, 8 years. You could look at his mental stats and say perhaps he's a little bit lacking on things like decisions and concentration, but he is very, very good in his positioning and anticipation, and technically he is absolutely terrific. And obviously, in terms of his athletic ability, absolutely phenomenal. He is coming in for a total of 50 million. I think we're paying 28 million up front and the rest in installments. So it's only taken a little bit out of our transfer budget for this season. And that has allowed us to make a few other signings as well. If we just go back to transfers, so we'll take it down a little bit further. You can see here, Yassine Adli from AC Milan. He is coming in for 10 million. Again, I think we're starting off with about 5 million and then the rest in installments. Now, you might say he kind of looks quite average. He is developed at the Paris Saint-Germain Academy. So I have managed to achieve bringing in a player that helps us with Champions League registration. You can see he's been at AC Milan for a couple of seasons, but has barely played. They got him from Bordeaux, but he is actually pretty good. 15 passing, 15 vision, 16 first touch, 16 dribbling, really good playmaking midfielder. And his mental stats, although he's not exceptional in anything, you can see 14 anticipation, 14 composure, 14 decisions. He is a really, really good player. And I think he is definitely going to come in and play a few games. He's definitely good enough for being rotated in League One games. And I would have no problem putting him into a Champions League match. I think he's a really, really good signing for 10 million. And the fact that we're signing him as a homegrown at club player for Champions League has meant that we could also confirm Noni Madueke's signing, the English right winger coming in from PSV rather, from PSV to PSG, and he is costing 29.5 million, which was his release fee, the release clause in his contract. And again, he does have some things to still improve and still develop. His passing could be better. His decisions and anticipation could be better on the attacking side, as could his off the ball. But he's got really, really good potential, really good pace, really good speed. I think he is in the future, when Messi and Di Maria hang up their boots, which could be at the end of next season, I think he's going to become a very important player. If not, he's at least a really good investment for the future, because at 29.5 million, his value is only going to go up. So some really, really good signings for next season. Sergio Ramos leaving the club to retire, and Idrissa Gueye out of contract. So those guys come in their places. And we've also offered a contract to Zlatan. I don't know if I'm going to confirm this, but the romantic in me wanted to go ahead with this one. You can see he's 41 years old now. He is still playing really, really well for AC Milan. 11 goals in 21 starts this season, 9 assists. He's still absolutely terrific. Again, I think he's another one that's benefiting from FM22 kind of favouring strikers with the technical and mental ability. I think what SI have done is maybe tried to make it so that these older players that in real life are still dominating, like Ronaldo, like Lewandowski, like Messi, they've tried to write that into the game so that when their physical attributes leave them, they can still be really effective, but it's kind of resulted in really, really overpowered strikers. Zlatan is another one of those, but so he's out of contract at the end of the season. We've offered him a contract. He wants to be an impact sub. I think the contract we've agreed is for 100,000 a week, and I guess it would be the final year of his career. He's probably not going to go on after 42 years old. No staff attributes, so at the moment it looks like he's not thinking about being a staff member. But yeah, like I say, he'd be a really, really good backup striker. Would he be our first choice backup striker? If we have a look at our strikers here, well, where have we gone? So if we look at our strikers here and we compare him to Andrea Belotti, you can see that in terms of technical, mental and attacking ability, he is just head and shoulders above Belotti. He's not fully scouted, so we're maybe not seeing the whole picture here, but obviously Belotti will certainly be physically much, much better than Zlatan now. You can see there's a huge difference there on the physicals, but outside of that, Zlatan is a really, really good player still. So I kind of feel like, bring him back to where he really, really fully made his name and became a legend. Let him finish his career where really he is a king, a god. Does it make sense? Not that much, maybe. I mean, I'm really sort of packing out the squad with all these signings. It is going to be a bit of a bloated squad for next season. You can see right here, there's a lot of players that are sort of out of the squad for today's game. Players like Isco, Jasici, we probably need to move on, or the club probably need to move on for next season. Then you've got young players like Bungard and Farias who have been doing really well out on loan. They're going to be coming back next season. It does make it a really bloated squad that somebody needs to kind of trim down, but like I say, I just really want to leave the team in as strong a position as possible at the end of this season, so that when we come back we can see if maybe they manage to win a Champions League. I'm also thinking about, I would really like to make Jimmy's loan permanent. At the moment, it doesn't give me the option to make a bid for him. I think because there is a clause in the loan contract that if we win the Champions League, we have to sign him. And as the Champions League is not finished yet, that hasn't come up. So even though there's no way we can win it, I think the game is still waiting for the end of the competition before we can do anything else with this deal. So I would like to bring Jimmy in. I just feel it'd be really nice for him. Again, it's just the romantic in me. He's played 7 games. He's going to get a league on winners medal. Hopefully he'll get a cup winners medal. So yeah, I just kind of feel like, as we say, it's like the last hurrah for him. Troyes or Troyes are going to get promoted. They are champions of Ligue 2. So if we don't sign him, he's back in Ligue 1 for next season, which I guess is nice. But yeah, just the romantic in me wants to give him just kind of a last hurrah, you know. So that's everything that's been going on, really. So now we are going to look into our next game, the cup final. We are playing Nimes, who are having actually a fantastic season themselves in the league. They are 10th. They got promoted last season and they are comfortably surviving this season in mid-table. So really, really great season for them getting to the cup final as well. But to be honest, we really should be expecting to blow them out of the water in this cup final. If we look at their squad, I've had a little look through it, through their starting 11. They are not a good team at all. They are really, really average. At best in England, at best they would be a relegation threatened championship team, I think. You can see here Khalifa Koulibaly, their starting striker. He's got 14 goals this season, which is obviously pretty good, but his numbers in terms of his ratings, very, very average. Does have 16 head-ins, so maybe we've got to watch the crossing, and they're playing the air, but we've got great centre-backs to deal with that. Moussa Kone, who plays on the right wing for them, horrifically average. Again, he does have really good pace, which could be a threat, but most of these players, Nicholas Eliasson, I think, is probably their best player. He's their left winger. Again, a good bit of pace, little bit of crossing ability. Most of these players kind of have one little characteristic which helps them, but then the rest is very, very average. So Saif Adin Kawi, he's again just an average central midfielder. Then you've got Cubas, the Paraguayan, again just a decent enough little central midfield playmaker. 14 tackling, he can put his foot in, but he's not exceptional. He's got good stamina, he can run all day. It's very much a team, I feel. You can see Julian Poncel, really very, very similar to Cubas. It's really just a team that has, I think, made the most of each player's strengths. That I think they've been well set up, they've played to their strengths. But really, it's just a very, very average team that we should be expecting to really put to the sword in this cup final. It's really not a team that should be threatening us. If we have a look at our team for this game, so we are going full strength. Actually, that reminds me, if we go back to the schedule just so you can see how we've got here to this point. So when you were last here, we beat Lille 3-0 away. Since then, you can see we have won 5 out of 5. First of all, we played at home against Auxerre. Massive 5-0 win. Haaland with another hat-trick. Neymar got himself another goal. He has been really, really good. And you can see there, Hakimi got 3 assists. Hakimi is just, he is the reincarnation of Trent Alexander-Arnold now. Absolutely incredible the way he is assisting from the right back position. And Messi scored another penalty there. Messi has scored a few goals, but it's all been set pieces, penalties and free kicks. He's not getting many opportunities from open play anymore, but at set pieces, still absolutely exceptional. And Neymar has really come alive in this run. So 5-0 against Auxerre. We then went away to Brest. We won 4-2. And again, you can see here, Neymar got a hat-trick. Set up by Hakimi and Messi and then Verratti. His third goal was absolutely incredible. I think it's a goal of the season contender. I won't put it on here with the time that we've got, but I think at the end of the season, hopefully we'll be able to see that it was an exceptional long-range strike to complete his hat-trick. And Neymar now is just really picked up on the goal scoring. You can see now he's got 12 goals for the season. He was actually second place in Player of the Month with 6 goals in 5 games. Haaland won Player of the Month with 9 goals in 5. And Messi was third place in Player of the Month. So we had a clean sweep there. But you can see Neymar is now approaching a 1-in-2 goal record. And he also has those 20 assists, only 14 in the league. So he's still 3 short of Di Maria's assist record in the league. You see, again, Hakimi, 2 more assists in this game. Belotti came off the bench to get a goal. That was fantastic. Hakimi now has 18 assists, 15 of those in the league. So he's another one. With 3 more, he can break Di Maria's assist record in Ligue 1. Just fantastic. This was, I think, only Haaland's 4th game of the whole season where he has not scored. We did substitute him off. He was getting pretty tired. We've kind of been running his legs out during this run. We took him off for the last half an hour. Belotti came on and got a goal. And unfortunately, Brest then came back at the end there and got 2 late goals. We were kind of out on our feet for the last 20 minutes, and so Brest were able to get back into it. That was a little bit disappointing. And then we played Nimes, today's opponents, at home. And you can see here that Haaland then got a hat-trick after not scoring the previous game. Messi got a wonderful free kick. And Neymar was on target again. Messi here getting 3 assists. So he was absolutely back to his creative best. I think as a playmaker, he is still absolutely phenomenal. Now that he's pretty much losing his pace, it's kind of difficult to see him scoring as many goals from open play, but still incredible. We then went away to Lorient, another team at the top of the league, which I thought were going to give us more problems. They did start pretty well. You can see in terms of shots on target, they only had 3 less than us, but we were absolutely phenomenal in front of goal again. Absolutely clinical. Messi scoring again from the penalty spot. Neymar scoring again. And Thomas Lemar coming off the bench. He got a goal as well. And Marquinhos heading in from a corner. We've offered Marquinhos a new 4-year deal. Our captain, he is actually at the moment wanted by Atletico Madrid, but hopefully we can put that to bed by confirming his new contract. And so the run went on. Just nobody can live with us. And after that game, we were at home against Toulouse. You can see it was on Saturday. It's now Tuesday, so with only a couple of days rest in between the Toulouse game and this cup final, I decided to just play a completely rotated team. Marquinhos was the only regular starter who played in this game. You can see Belotti managing to get another goal, a Sergio Ramos penalty, which may well prove to be his last ever goal as a professional, and Thomas Lemar getting another goal as well. So Belotti has been on great form during this run. Ramos has shown that he can still come in at centre back and do a really good job. And yeah, we know we've got a squad that is just absolutely head and shoulders above anybody else. So with that, the 100% season is still on, and we now go into today's game with this lineup. Full strength starting 11 at least. Donnarumma in goal, Hakimi at right back, Hernandez at left back, Marquinhos and Kimpembe, the centre backs. You can see we've got great relationships all over the field now. Verratti and Barella, the central midfielders. Neymar and Messi on the wings with Dybala, and in the number 10 position, feeding Erling Haaland up front. Phenomenal, phenomenal Harlem Globetrotters team. On the bench, we've got Sergio Ramos. The Croatian guy is going to be on the bench. Nicolas Soule is suspended. I could have put Diallo in as the backup left back, but the Croatian guy can play right back and left back, so he just gives us a little bit more flexibility there. Gini Wijnaldum and Paredes. Paredes just a couple games back from injury now. Di Maria, Thomas Lemar, and Andrea Belotti completing the bench. So the big players left out: Jasici, Isco, Idrissa Gueye, and Diallo. No place for Jimmy either, but this is the team which goes into the final today against Nimes. Let's see if we can lift our third trophy of the season. And the other issue for today is that in 4 days' time, we are facing Monaco away. Obviously, that huge game. It's likely going to be our most difficult game in the last 3 of the season, which could impact our 100% season. So again, if I can get this game won early and rest key players like Messi, like Haaland, that would be very, very nice as well, just so that we can go into the Monaco game completely fresh, completely ready for them. But right now, well, we have a cup to win. So as we know, we did beat Nimes 5-0 just a few weeks ago. So they've had a bit of a hiding off us. Hopefully, we're going to repeat that today. As we've already looked at, they're a very average team. They don't really have any exceptional players, any exceptional threats. They do have, players with a bit of pace or players with a little bit of crossing ability. But all in all, and I can see that they're actually playing with an attacking midfielder. That's very interesting. They're obviously confident that they can kind of give it a little bit of a go at us. So let's just give our team talk here. Lift the trophy for the fans. Do we want that? Go out there and prove to everyone that you're winners. Our assistant says, I'll go along with that. Not bad. Let's see if we can just get a little bit extra. No bright green motivation, but pretty good. Right, let's get into this and let's see if we can pick up the victory here today. Just to complete a clean domestic sweep would be, well, I think it would be deserved. We have been clearly the dominant team. Yes, it's PSG. Yes, we have all the money. It's not really a balanced playing field. We know that, but I think just to prove our dominance of French football this season, I think we really deserve to win the cup. Nothing going on as yet. 10 minutes in, only one shot or a couple of shots at goal now. Let's just see how it goes. I might have to switch up just to play a little bit more width if they're frustrating us. That long throw goes in and they get the break, but Hakimi getting it back. Again, no one's going to beat Hakimi for pace here. Into Neymar, who's just been absolutely phenomenal. Verratti, Haaland with a point-blank save. When that dropped to Haaland, I thought that was a certain goal. Hakimi now. They're keeping up with him. Paulo Dybala into Messi. Another brilliant save. Is this going to be one of those games where their goalkeeper really keeps them in it? Again, he's made another save there. Was that Marquinhos that just got his head on that? All one-way traffic in the first 15 minutes, but you can see Bratveld, their goalkeeper, absolutely phenomenal in the opening stages of this game. As they now get a cross in, I think those crosses will be the tactic that they're going to employ. Has Barella just given a penalty away? Oh my goodness. Not the start that we wanted. 3 incredible saves, or maybe 4 incredible saves from their goalkeeper, and now Donnarumma must face a penalty. And he saved it. Incredible start to the game. Absolutely incredible. What have we seen from these two goalkeepers in the opening 15 minutes here? Headed away, and now Neymar on the break. Will this highlight continue? Neymar putting Messi through, but again, he just doesn't have the pace anymore to get onto those. And now they have another corner. And it's cleared off the line by Hernandez. Unbelievable. I think I'm going to have to shake up our tactics here. They are causing a lot more problems than I was anticipating. After we absolutely blew them away in the league, I really thought this would be about as straightforward as it comes. And let's just see if we can. I want to just use our tactic that we've had of just playing with a little bit more width. That's all I'm going to do right now. But we're just going to use a little. Do I want to be more creative, more expressive? No, we're just going to use a little bit more width. Just see if that helps us open them up and control the game a bit more. You can see they have only had 1 shot on target so far, which was their penalty. So maybe I don't want to panic too much. Barella on a booking now after that penalty as well, which is something else we'll need to watch. As Dybala loses it, can Messi send Haaland in? He can. It's another save. Haaland one-on-one with the goalkeeper. We really should be up in this game, no doubt about it. Obviously, we've got Donnarumma to thank for the penalty save. Messi will now lift this in surely for... No, it was Neymar. And now here's Messi. And Lionel Messi scores his 23rd of the season. 27 last season for Messi. 23 this season. His first goal from open play for quite a while. And it was poorly dealt with as it was sent in towards Haaland. And there is Messi with an expert finish. Let's demand more of the players here. So, can Messi beat his tally of 27 from last season? He did have that injury, of course, which stopped him playing a number of games in January. That's why his goal ratio is actually way up on last season. But his overall numbers are down because he hasn't played as many games. But he is making the difference right now. Let's tell people not to get complacent. And everybody except Paulo Dybala has responded well to that. Let's tell him we have faith in him. There we go. Get him motivated as well. Now let's go out and really put this game to bed in the second half. You see Haaland, he does so much running. He is the most tired of the team. We've really noticed him suffering most from fatigue and tiredness in games. I think with the pressing that we do, there is a lot of onus on him. Marquinhos, really good cutout there. There's a lot of onus on Haaland to be shutting defenders down. He does get very tired. I don't want him to be on. Is that onside? I hope that's onside. I don't want Haaland to be too tired for the Monaco game. He's so important for us. Just been a difference maker all through the season. But it's been disallowed, that one. That must have been quite close. I initially thought it was definitely on. But no, he is, yeah, he's well off in the end there, isn't he? He does have to improve his the timing of his runs a little bit. He's been off so often during the season. And we go into the last half hour, still only 1-0. I mean, all they need is just one chance, isn't it? They just need a corner. or perhaps another penalty, and they can be right back in this as Haaland now heads one over. He's not had his best day today. He is playing a 7.5, but in terms of the chances, it's been disappointing that he hasn't finished one. Dybala, can he get that in? He can for Neymar. And Neymar continues his fantastic scoring run. His 13th of the season, but his 7th in his last, I think, 6 games. Phenomenal end to the season for him, and him just finding his scoring boots at exactly the right time. Let's see, shall we make some changes here? Let's just demand more of the players. Do I want to take Haaland off with the game won, or do I keep him on to get his goal? Let's just make a couple of little changes here. We'll bring off Barella with him being booked. We'll bring him off for Paredes, and I think we will. Shall we also put in Wijnaldum for Verratti? Give Verratti a little bit of a rest the midfielders. I think I'm going to leave it right now because we've of course got Messi, Dybala and Erling Haaland all getting pretty tired. I'm going to give Erling Haaland just another 5 minutes. I'd like him to be able to just get his goal as he chases 70 for the season. Messi now within range, and it wasn't far away, the free kick. We are now in total control, total domination. We had that early scare. Okay, we can't do any more shouts. Neymar throws it in for Haaland. Was that a save? Was that cleared off the line? Really difficult to tell in real time there. Haaland just had no luck. That's going to be offside. Yeah, well offside. Right, let's get Haaland off. Let's get him a little bit of a rest after this highlight. Just try and get him in as good a condition as possible for the Monaco game. He's pretty much dead out on his feet right now. And again, Nimes, well, if they were to get one here, they could be back in it, but not with clearances like that. Really poor playing out from the back there, Nimes. Straight into Marquinhos, and now Hakimi. Horrific cross from Hakimi, not quite sure what he was doing there, but they still haven't got it away. With that just lone striker, they've really struggled. And Messi, I thought Messi might take it himself, but Haaland does get his goal. Another brilliant assist for Messi. Messi has already got more assists than in all of last season. So he has in pretty much every way had an improved season here, and that is a beautiful setup for Haaland to just tap in at the back post for his 64th goal of the season. And with that, let's get Messi and Haaland off. Belotti's going to come on there for Haaland, and what shall we do with Messi? Let's get Di Maria in. I was thinking of Thomas Lemar, as he's been on really good form, but again, I'm a romantic at heart. Let's give Di Maria his time on the field to get his winner's medal. Obviously, the league on player of the season last season, he hasn't had the same opportunities this season with Paulo Dybala playing the number 10 role for us. So he gets a little bit of a run out. Dybala, we'll have to see if he's fit for the next game. He's pretty shattered now as well. But Haaland and Messi are certainly going to be on it, and they will be so important to us against Monaco. It's surely going to be our toughest away game of the season outside of the Champions League. And brilliant through ball from Angel Di Maria. Paulo Dybala gets his goal. He hasn't scored that many this season. Certainly not in the second half of the season. Been a little bit of a disappointment in terms of his goal scoring numbers. But here, two of the substitutes combined with Paulo Dybala, Angel Di Maria still doing it in terms of the assists and the playmaking. He's got a brilliant assist record this season, even though he's He's largely played on off the bench or coming in when we've rested the starting 11. And it is now total domination as the other substitute scores. Leandro Paredes, another player who hasn't had so much opportunity this season, with Barella coming in. So nice for him. And it's now 5-0, perhaps a little bit harsh on Nimes, considering they could have been 1-0 up in the first 15 minutes. It could have been a very different game. And now, has Belotti got himself a goal, or is that offside? It would be another very nice goal, but it is offside. Very unfortunate for Belotti. He's finished the season very strongly as well. And what can you say? It's just the penalty save from Donnarumma. It probably did make it a different type of a game. It could have been a lot more nervy had they managed to go 1-0 up. But in the end, this has been about as emphatic as it gets. Destruction job in the second half. And it just really shows the difference in quality that we have compared to the whole rest of the league. It's going to be very, very difficult for anybody to get near this Paris Saint-Germain side in the foreseeable future. Marquinhos will lift the Coupe de France. It's another trophy for us, domestic domination, as Marquinhos lifts the cup, and Paris Saint-Germain are Coupe de France champions. And now the only thing left for us this season is to try and be 100% champions or invincibles. 100% champions would make us absolute legends, absolute immortals. But right now, the players can celebrate a huge 5-0 win in the final of the Coupe de France. Really, really complete performance. Congratulate the players. The subs that didn't get on, Croatian guy and Thomas Lemar, a little bit disappointed not to have got on the field. Maybe it would have been nice to have got Sergio Ramos on as well. But I think in the end, I'm happy with how we've run that game. We've kept Verratti, Messi and Haaland hopefully fit for Monaco. And we will just, before we finish now, we'll just have a quick look at what we come back for in the next game. Those final 3 matches of the season, as the media responsibilities take an awful long time to load up. We have Monaco away in 4 days' time. We then play Montpellier at home, who are probably going to be relegated. And then it is a massive, massive derby game. Marseille away on the final game of the season. It's going to be absolutely huge. A season finale, a series finale to finish the Harlem fucking Globetrotters. Can we finish with a 100% season? It would be absolutely incredible. For now, we will leave it there. We don't need to look at the schedule. We know what games we've got. Monaco away, Montpellier at home, Marseille away on the final day. Can we finish this series as Football Manager legends? We will see you for the next one. If you've enjoyed this video, give us a like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we will see you for that big season-ending finale, 3 games long. Bye for now.